Life goes up and it goes down.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole. We're heading on another one of our excursions. Yeah, you know what I mean? Another weekend getaway for you guys. Okay, so if you want to see more, stay tuned.
Wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy. I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, no,
Welcome to the
not yet.
country.
Whoa.
So peaceful out here, so I would move out here now.
It's fine in the summer, it's just the winter really sucks.
Winter out here sucks.
Well, there's
Too much to know.
cold and snowy and cold and snowy.
It's cold in the city too,
Yeah, but
and snowy.
a lot more out here. And you're out here.
But I guess the in the city they change. They have
It's always a
like
bit warmer in the city than it's in the country.
like the roads are cleared and
Yeah.
stuff for you in the
To
city.
get around out here, you gotta hope the plow goes by and might get snowed in. Spend all day shoveling and driving, the plow goes by and packs it in at the end.
So you wouldn't move back out here then?
I don't know, I wouldn't mind. Just saying, if you don't like it, if you don't like the winter in the city, the winter out in the country isn't any better. Summer's nice, I mean, that's the property out here, I guess. It wouldn't be so bad if it actually really snowed. So you actually had snow on the ground, then you get like a snowmobile, and that's fun, right?
Okay, so what were you saying, sir?
Well, I'm just saying, if it would actually snow out here to the point where you had enough accumulation on the ground that you could have a sled, that would be fine. It's just a lack of things to do in the winter that really bums me out. And then it's cold on top of it all. It's like boring and cold.
I find the city boring and cold because I don't. What's going
Well, at
on
least in the
here.
city, dinner, right?
Well, that's true.
Go to the mall, do some shopping if you want to forget about the winter for 5 seconds. You can do all that.
I'm a country girl, so I like the country living. Here,
I get you there.
yeah. I remember when I just moved here and I was living in Toronto. Yeah, I was in Toronto for like 5 years, guys. I didn't like it. It was too busy for me.
I'm with you there. That big city, I'm done with that too.
Yeah, it was just too much. Like even on the weekends when I was at home, like I still didn't feel relaxed. I still felt
Yeah. Anxious.
anxious. Yeah, and to move from where I'm from in Jamaica to come here, because if you guys don't know, I'm actually from Negril. Yeah, the tourist area in Jamaica, which is a country area as well, because Kingston and Montego Bay are the cities. So me moving from the country basically and going straight to Toronto was like a big culture shock for me. So I really didn't like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then again, because I was in Montego Bay for a little bit, because I went to school in Montego Bay Community College. Big up, come see. I'm giving you guys a little, what do you call this? History lesson. Not history lesson, but a little bit about my history, right?
Your story.
My story.
Personal.
Yeah, I went to Montego Bay Community College, and my high school was Russies High School. Big up Russia and them. So I did work in Montego Bay after I finished college for about. Well, I was actually working in Negril first for a little bit for about. Actually, it wasn't a little bit. It was about 5 years, and then I got promoted and moved to Montego Bay. Because I worked for Sandals. About you all know Sandals. Sandals Resorts International. Yeah, I missed that. Yeah, so I worked for them in Negril first, at one of the beaches properties, and then I got promoted to work at their head office in Montego Bay, SRI, and I was there for a little bit. It was about almost 2 years or a year and a half, and then I migrated to Canada. Yeah, so I was working in Montego Bay for a little bit and had my own apartment and everything in Montego Bay. But well, when I first moved to Montego Bay, I was so excited actually, because I wanted to go get my own apartment and stuff. My mom actually didn't want me to move out. She still wanted me to stay at home, but I just felt like I needed to have some experience being on my own for a little bit. And I got my apartment in Montego Bay, and I was there. And for maybe like the first month or two, it was all funs and games. I really enjoyed it, but then after a while I got bored and it felt lonely, you know. So basically every weekend after that I would just go back home, like goes to my mom's house for the weekends, and then I will come back to Montego Bay on Mondays, like on Monday morning. So I'll go down on Friday evening after work and stay at my apartment in Montego Bay for those 4 days, and then Friday evening after work I'll just take the bus and go back down to the country, to the girl, for the weekend, spend time with my mom. Because after a little while I really didn't enjoy or like being by myself in my apartment. Oh gosh. But yeah, it was fun times. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Sanders was a good company to work with, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Got me light up here.
Not true. My boss never want me to leave though. I was. Even when I went back to Jamaica I feel I was a pretty good employee. When I went back to Jamaica for like that five months, the last time I was in Jamaica in 2018, I was there for 5 months, and my boss actually wanted me to come back to work because I was like, I'm not gonna be here for very long, so it don't make sense. But then I ended up being there for 5 months. I really wasn't feeling it though. I just needed that time for myself to process my feelings at the time. Yeah, I was going through a lot.
Space.
Yeah, I was going through a lot emotionally, so I just really needed to. We just had something to eat, guys. We stopped at Tim Hortons and we had some Jimmy's. Yeah. And his name again?
The
Strawberry frozen lemonade. Yeah, strawberry frozen lemonade. That's what I had, and it's actually my favorite to get at Timmy's. And babe had some
iced coffee.
Some iced coffee. This is his iced coffee. Yeah, I'm trying to cut back on coffee, especially because I want to take off some of that weight. Yeah, I gained too much weight the other day. I actually I wasn't feeling myself after a little bit. It was too much for me. A lot of you guys, or people who actually know me personally, were saying that they liked it and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's how you feel good in yourself and what makes you feel comfortable. So you just have to do you, even though other people may or may not like it. But yeah, it's how you feel. Because after a while I just felt like I had on too much. Like when I was walking, it's like I was having a hard time to breathe, and I used to them things so, and even and what made me start thinking that no, I need to do something about this was the last trip that we went on in Tobermory. I know I probably didn't look that big in that video or whatever, I don't know, but I was having a hard time to keep up with babe. I was having a hard time to keep up with him, and I used to not. Like every few minutes I walk, I have to be taking a break and stuff. I'm like, no, I need to lose some weight. I need to start exercising again and take my diet seriously. I was eating too much junk food too. At one point, we were having pizza like at least twice a week. Huh?
I can't help it. I like pizza. It doesn't bother me. So
I mean, I love pizza too. Pizza is actually one of my favorites, and I'm not gonna say no to it, right? But at one point, it was like, no, I can't keep doing this. Pizza, I normally would treat myself though with pizza like on a, call it, because usually Fridays are my cheat days, right? Or so I used to say.
Yeah.
When I was being a lot more responsible with my
When you
diet.
were alone, you didn't have a distraction.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
But it's kind of is still it's still our cheat day. We
Yeah.
still eat out on Fridays,
Sometimes.
but I still, no, I'm trying to eat a little bit more healthy during the week, right? And not have pizza so often. I haven't had pizza in a little bit now though. It's
I'd say
like
a long
about,
time
it's
now.
2 months now or more.
Oh, longer than 2 months? You crazy? It's been like almost half a year. I can't remember the last time pizza crossed these lips. I miss it. Now you got me thinking.
It's probably about from December, right? It's probably around from
Probably.
December for real.
It's been a while.
That's more than half a year. Yeah,
Keep this up, though. I'm gonna want more pizza tonight.
Alright, let me stop talking about it. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. But I had to decide to do better for myself and help me to feel better in my body. And what really made me decide to make the change was literally one day I was sitting at my vanity, my vanity where I sit and do my makeup, and I literally did not recognize my face. Like, I was sitting there trying to do my makeup, and I found myself just sitting looking at myself. And at one point I even do like this, like a double take. And I'm like, who the heck is this sitting here? I didn't recognize myself. I'm like, no. When you get to the point when you look in the mirror and you don't recognize your face, that's a different situation. And my face got fat. Like, I gained a lot of weight on my face, and that's one of my, what do you call it? Yeah, when I gain weight in my face. It shows there. Some people that will gain weight and they don't show it. Guys, you're so lucky. Y'all are lucky. When you put on weight and they don't go in your face. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not one of those people. And the next thing too, I'm short. So if I put on like a 5 pound, I look like I gain like a 10. Because I'm not very tall. I'm very petite. I'm like 5'3". Yeah, it shows on me real quick. Yes, sir. We're heading to, where are we going? What's
The town is called Bayfield.
Bayfield.
It's a port town. And we're just going to an inn just up the road called the Ashwood Inn. That's Bayfield.
Okay. Hi, people in Bayfield. If anyone in Bayfield is watching this, I recommend to visit for the first time. It's our first time going to Bayfield.
Yes.
Yeah.
And staying overnight.
And we're staying overnight.
We may even be dining here this evening.
Yeah.
Possibly even just watching the fireworks from Bayfield or whatever, however this unfolds.
Yeah. Oh, and
The
today's
world is
actually
really
Canada Day, guys. So happy Canada Day. You guys won't be getting this on Canada Day, of course. It might be a while after Canada Day before you get this video, depending on how long it takes me to edit. Because a girl gotta work. I'm working and I don't have anyone that, well, baby's helping me now with the editing. But he's also still in the learning phase. So hopefully with him helping me now, I'll be able to get those videos out to you guys a lot faster. Because when I started doing YouTube, guys, I wasn't working. So when you were getting videos like once a week and stuff, I didn't have anything else doing. I was just doing YouTube. Basically, I wasn't, the pandemic happened, and it was during the pandemic time, and I was just done with college. Put myself back through school for personal reasons. I just felt I needed to rebuild myself from the bottom up after that situation. Yeah, so I just felt like I needed to do that for me, and I did it. I was done. I was working while going to school, actually. So I was working part-time and doing school full-time. But then the pandemic happened, and how did it go actually? So I was actually finished with school a week before the shutdown happened, because remember the shutdown happened and we weren't able to travel or anything like that. And I actually had booked my ticket to go to Jamaica and I had to cancel it. Because I was planning to, after I was done with school, to go to Jamaica for about a month and then come back and start working again. Because I had to stop working to do my internship, right? And after I was done with school, I decided I wasn't going to go back into the working field until I take a little break, because I did a 2-year program within the span of 1 year, right? So I went to school for that whole year straight with no breaks. I didn't get no summer break, no nothing. Just like the major holidays, which were like just a 1-day holiday break or whatever. That was it. But no spring break, no summer break. Right? And yeah, so I did school for that whole year straight, finishing a 2-year program in 1 year. That was intense. That's probably one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life. Yeah, to be working and going to school and doing that in a year. That was, nobody could invite me nowhere. The only thing I was doing in that time was work and school. That's it. Anybody talk about going out or whatever, it's not me I'm talking to. I don't have the time, right? Matter of fact, any little break or weekend breaks or whatever, because our exams were on Fridays, so it was pretty much a fast track. Well, it was a fast track program, and it was more suited for working people who were working. So a lot of you only had like 4 hours class time every day, right? And we had to do a lot of assignments, so a lot of the work you had to do on your own. So when you were going to class and stuff, sometimes you would have to try to make sure you read ahead of what was going on, so that you could keep up with what was happening, because if not, you're gonna like fall behind, right? So I didn't have no time to waste. No time. Nobody could invite me to no movies, to no parties, to no nothing. Like, nope. I can't come. I don't have the time. And I feel like sometimes some people didn't understand, and maybe I have like a couple of co-worker friends who wanted to invite me out sometimes, and when I tell them no, I can't do that and stuff, like they really didn't get it sometimes. But listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Yep. And I was determined to graduate with at least honors or distinction, which I got distinction. Yeah, you girl got a distinction. But I had something to prove, not to anybody but to myself. Yeah, I had to prove to me that I wasn't dumb. What? It might sound funny, but I'm being serious right now. Yeah, because let me tell you one thing. You see, if you're in a relationship with somebody and somebody keep telling you you're a dumb bitch, no matter how hard you tell yourself you're not gonna let things like that break you, it's gonna get to you after a while. And after a while, I felt like I was so low. I really felt like I lost myself for a bit, right? So as I said, going back to school was for me to help me rebuild myself, my self-esteem, and rebuild my self-worth, because I had something to prove to me, right? Matter of fact, I don't believe in, you see, once the respect is gone, if you're in a relationship and once the respect is gone, it don't make no sense to you even bother stay there. It don't make no sense. You know, you have to respect yourself and you have to respect each other. You can't be having disagreements, and because you're disagreeing with the person, you're going to resort to calling them names. Like, I may not agree with that. No. Because it does something to you. And then again, to some of these, yeah, I have a man sitting right here, but he's not a boy, he's a man. But sometimes some of these, I'm not gonna call them men, but boys, get into relationships to break you. When they say you're confident, they will try to do anything to break that self-confidence because they want to have you as a little puppet on a string. What? It's true though.
I'm not huffing at you.
It's true though. It's true. So sometimes you have to know your worth.
Absolutely.
You have to know your worth and don't settle for less than what you think you deserve. Right? That's what I gotta say on that. You know, sometimes you're in those situations and I'll leave it at that for right now. One next time we can talk some more. No, I'm good on it too much right now. Right? But one day we'll talk. It's so funny that I actually start talking like this to y'all. It has been a while. I probably need to do some of them some more girl talk videos so we can actually chat. Or maybe I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but or maybe you guys can leave like comments. You guys hardly even like comment on the videos though. Or leave comments to let me know what you would want to know. I'm pretty much an open book, kinda. I'm very private. I share what I feel comfortable sharing. I share what I want you guys to see. I do not share everything that's going on in my life, for sure. Because some things should be left private, I think. Or I feel. I'm so private to the point where I'll rewatch my videos like 5, 6, 7 times after I edit them and before even posting them on YouTube to be sure that I'm absolutely comfortable with what I'm putting out there. Yeah, I do that. So maybe if I wasn't doing that, you guys could get the videos done faster. But sometimes I post them like I'll be done editing the video from like a week before sometimes, and I'll post it to say it's gonna be released on like a Friday or so. So I'll be finished editing it from like the Monday before or something, and I'll post it for the following week, just because I want to be able to go back and rewatch it a couple times and be sure I'm 100% comfortable with what I'm putting out. A little TMI there for you guys. Yeah, because I'm extremely private. What was that message? Yeah, that's just how it is. At the end of the day, still I am still giving you guys a whole lot. Y'all are seeing a lot of stuff. Because if it was the Nicole back in the day Nicole, I probably wouldn't even have started a YouTube channel. And then the funny thing about that is that even when I was living in Jamaica, because I'm a person that I'm more work like I leave, how should I explain this? Like it's work and home for me, work and home. Or if I'm going out to somewhere on the weekend or taking a trip somewhere or something, yeah, I'm not somebody who you're gonna see me I walk up and down from wood, or like I'm mostly at home. I'm a homebody kind of girl, right? And if I'm going out, most of the times I'm going out with my partner, because I'm just that kind of person. And I like being in relationships, and I like, because I'm so quiet too, I like when my partner is a little bit more outgoing. Yeah, so it works well for both of us because he's more outgoing than I am, and that's what he pushes me to leave the house. Because it's not by him sometimes, I'm not gonna wait. If it's not up to him sometimes, I would not leave my house. I'm being honest. Yeah,
Which is nice too.
see, and he likes that. And I like when I'm going out with my partner, because me not like go out by myself. I don't like going out by myself, to be honest.
And only I go out to work, I'm always going out with you too.
Yeah,
Work's the only thing that takes me away from you.
which is good. Yeah, I like that. I mean, I'm not the type of person I have friends, but me no really love heap of friend and company and this and that. Like, yeah, my circle is very small, and It used to be small. It has always been small, but now it's even smaller because
It looks so nice now.
it's so pretty. Let me show you guys.
Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass.